Update. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina, and I've got some drama from TikTok to share with you guys, and I would love to get your opinion. So there's a creator named King Storm. He came across my feed yesterday, and he his delivery is fantastic. He's just like, okay, babes, like there's some drama that's going on.
You also mentioned he had a Jerry curl, which I need for the visual.
Yeah. Wow. So I will send you one of the videos so you could see the visual. He's very attractive, and he's calling you babe and sharing tea with you. So
you'd have to be very attractive to have a Jerry curl in 2025. It's the only way you're pulling it off.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to send you his videos, and then you be the judge. I think I vote yes, but willing to have that debate.
Okay.
So he's like, okay, babes, like my cousin, I think it's his cousin, was like hooking up with a girl and was trying to reach her on the phone to have a serious conversation with her. She's not picking up. So he finally texts her and he's like, good morning, Ashley. Like, I tried to call you last night and you're not picking up. I didn't want to have this conversation through text, but I have to have a serious talk about your hygiene.
No, you don't. Not over text. Okay. Not over text, you don't. Like, you wait to see this person in person. Also, this isn't his girlfriend, right? Like, this is just someone he's hooking up with.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Yeah. So he's just basically like, I really would appreciate if you would take better care of your body and the way that it smells.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Die.
I would never recover. Never.
Never.
Like,
if you got that text.
No, I would move out of the country.
I would lock myself in my home.
Yep.
Turn off. It's just Mrs. Havisham style, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I'm never going anywhere again. Covered in cobwebs.
Yep.
Well, apparently that's already the case.
Come on.
So,
Oh my God.
So she does not respond. Okay.
What do you say to that?
Yeah.
What would you say? If you got
No.
that text message, what
Block.
would you say?
Block immediately. I don't say anything. The conversation is over.
Yeah.
You think that I am a little stinker and so she doesn't respond, but she goes on TikTok and she posts a picture of a tiny peen and she responds publicly there, basically implying that's his tiny peen.
He responds?
No, she does.
Oh, she does.
So
Okay.
Ashley is posting like, can you believe what this motherfucker
you
tried to
can't.
tell me?
No.
You can't do that.
Here's basically his tiny peen. So
you can't do that.
He texts her and he's like, first of all, that's not me. Like, take that down and publicly say that's not me. Like, you did not have to take this to Twitter. She doesn't respond. So then he goes on Twitter to her posts and posts a screenshot from a video of her slobbing the knob.
No. Shut up. No. Guys.
Yeah.
Criminal.
And it's like, that picture's not me. This was you in your dad's car in the back seat last week. Screenshot of a video.
Oh no.
And her dad, like, her whole family, like, follows. Like,
But does he know, like, sir, you can get arrested.
Yeah,
That's like get arrested, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
But like, whose picture is that? Like,
But to say it's his, like, isn't
I
that
guess, okay.
You're basically implying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then his cousin is like, because he's sharing this tea on TikTok. So then the cousin's like, oh, okay. Like, if you're going to share the tea, like, here's the tea. This was actually a video, like all this stuff about her family and like blah. So this is getting all aired out. So then Ashley finds the TikTok and starts DMing the creator, King Storm, like, I'm going to sue you for defamation, like all this thing. It's like,
it's not how defamation works.
No, it's not at all. And he keeps texting her. He's like, good morning, Ashley. Like, if you don't publicly like say that wasn't me and take that down, I'm going to post the video.
People
you
are
keep
so
playing with
messy.
me.
People are so messy where I'm just like, what? Just absolutely not playing the game consequences whatsoever.
No, my
like,
God.
in what universe did you think that this was going to improve the situation? Again, like you said, if I'd gotten that text message, block, move on.
Yeah.
Never think about it ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Try to put it out of my mind.
Yeah, definitely don't
Especially
escalate.
if you knew he had like pictures and stuff of you. This is also why I'm so hesitant to ever send like sexy racy pictures,
Yep,
even if
never.
it's someone that you know that you think you trust.
Chris
you
doesn't
know?
even get racy picture. I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, he gets it IRL, so you know.
But that's the thing, dude. I screamed this morning because the creator responds to Ashley. He's like, defamation, that's a big word for Stinky Elmo.
Oh no, girl.
Yeah, like this could have been such a tiny thing. You know, like if you had just blocked him and moved on, that never would have left you and that guy.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
The entire internet knows.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
my God.
viral. It's very viral. Stinky Elmo.
Oh no.
These people are going to get arrested.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
This is all criminal. It's so bad. But yeah, I think, we're recording this on the night of the eclipse or blood moon
the day
or
of
what
the
have
eclipse, yeah.
It's about letting go. It's really about letting
Transformation.
go. Transformation. I think
becoming your best self.
Exactly.
Maybe take a close look at your reactions.
Yes.
Just
take a beat, play my favorite game, Consequences.
Right.
get a
Try
little introspective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Journal, maybe, write things out. And that's how we're going to get it out. What we're not going to do is Twitter reactions.
And she's like, bet.
in the public. But yeah, I don't know if it's just, this mega nihilism
Yeah,
that feels like it's growing and growing, where people are just like, who gives a fuck anymore, and throwing it
100%.
I guess.
all out.
And there's like healthier and less healthy ways to do this. And like for me, it's just been buying a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
I
it's just
actually
like
do.
that's my burn it all down, where I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. What's
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah. No,
Shop that old to sew. Do it.
I am without I need something. I don't know what that
Need an
something is
outlet.
going to be. I do need an outlet. Is it going to be buying things? Is it going to be like some sort of hobby? But I recognize I don't have that now, and it's building in me, that nihilist, like, God, just fuck it all. But yeah, what we're not going to do is public Twitter
Yeah.
Twitter posts.
Just also, even before she got, even before her laundry was put out there, your family follows you. Like, I would never post a picture of anyone's penis.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I would never do that, period. But especially just like, whether or not it's his dick, like, I would never post that if my family is following me. Like, it's not like you're just talking to your girlfriends.
Right.
Like, you got like
Private
fucking Grandma Janet on your fucking Twitter. No.
I hate it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, couldn't be me. I hate
Oh,
that.
my God.
Oof. Yikes. Well, honestly, there is a story I'm following on TikTok, and it is this woman who decided to go to Ireland for this, like, I think annual, matchmaking thing that happens in this
I've
town.
seen this before. I've seen this on TikTok like in years past, because it is like this big, it's like 160-year-old matchmaking festival.
I am
happens
so
in this town.
angry that I don't get to do it.
Yeah. If I was single.
Actually,
I talked to my friend Ariel about it because, we went out and we're having lunch and I mentioned it because like we're both single right now. And so I was like, you want to, again, just like, fuck it. Like, do we have the money for this? I don't know. Put it on a credit card. You want to go to Ireland?
I've
go to this
seen
matchmaking festival.
Irish dudes on TikTok. It seems it actually seems like a more efficient way to date. When I think of like, you know what I mean? Like it might end up saving
American
you
girls
money.
too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you should do it and report back immediately, if not sooner.
Yeah,
I will.
I want to live vicariously through that.
I think you could put it
I
on
can
the
write it off
podcast.
for the podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Put it on
content.
Put it on the company card.
I'll track my journey on TikTok, so we can fully write it off.
And then afterwards, we'll meet
listeners,
in London.
tell your friends, they have to sign up for Patreon because we have to know about the Irish.
We got to send Keegan to the Irish Matchmaking Festival.
Okay, my only concern was, and I was talking to my girlfriend about this, is like my only concern is like, do you think for Irish men who live in the area, do you think that this is like Fleet Week? Like they're like, we know that these bitches are coming from all corners of the world.
Girl,
to meet
dual
up here.
citizenship.
But do you think it's like all the Irish fuck boys? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're all
Who
just like,
cares?
I know I can get like late. You're right, Christina.
Do
actually.
it for the plot. Do it
You're
for
right.
the plot.
There's your nihilism coming.
Yes,
There we go.
Exactly.
You're like, don't
There
think
is.
it through. Doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I didn't know that it was that like old either. This makes me want to look more into it. Like who's behind it? Why did it start?
Yeah, it was.
I bet it's fun as fuck. I bet
somebody-
it's so fun.
I think that the woman who was doing it said that it was like some woman started it, like matchmaker woman had started it like 160 years ago or something. And
Amazing. I love it. I want to know all the lore. I want to know what events happen. I want to know everything about this event.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful. I would so much rather date a dude from Ireland than Iowa.
Oh yeah,
Like
God, that is the parameters. Like it can't even be like California. Like you're like fucking Ireland or Iowa. Like could you? You're like I would rather eat an apple over a toenail. What are you talking about?
All of our listeners from Iowa right now are like, hey.
I don't mean
they know. They know.
I mean,
they don't
you
want to
could've said
date
Ohio
guys
and
from
then Spain.
Ireland or Iowa
on.
either.
I do frequently forget about Iowa. It is one of those states that you just...
I don't because I'm
I
from
just-
Ohio, and so everybody is like, "Oh, Ohio, you're the corn." No, you're the one with the in the middle of the country. No, that's not us either. You have potatoes. No, definitely not us.
That's
either.
Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, we could fuck, marry, kill our favorite Irishman. Who's actually Irish?
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's the thing because sometimes I'm like, oh no, that guy's actually Welsh or something, right?
Yeah. Let's do hot Irish.
I like that you put hot. I'm just
man.
putting Irish actors.
Me too. Okay, we've got
Or you
your
could do
Colin
singers, too.
Farrells, your Killian Murphys.
yeah.
Your
Neeson.
Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy is
hot.
like his facial expression in interviews is how I feel in my soul
A
every
king. Yeah.
day. He
Yeah.
Jonathan Rhys-Meyers.
I'm going with an oldie but goodie. This is one that I did for our very first Old Spice episode, and that's Pierce Brosnan.
I knew you were going to say
I just
that.
fucking
Okay.
saw him in that Thursday Murder Club, and I'm like, motherfuck, is he
Is
still
that
hot?
out now?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I need to watch that. Because I read the books.
He's still fucking hot, dude. Pappy hot.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. He hot.
Okay, I'm going to
I
go
didn't
with
know
Paul
Chris
Mescal.
Evans was Irish.
Wait, he's Irish American.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say what? He's not Irish.
I'm gonna go with Paul Mescal.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I have
Hot.
to. What was he in?
He was in Normal People. He's been in a lot of things lately. Like he's really been blowing up.
What's his name again?
Paul Mescal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking him up too.
Yeah, Gladiator 2.
Oh yeah,
After
that's
Sun.
what
I think
know
he
him.
was nominated for After Sun.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
cute.
He's real cute.
Okay, yeah. That'll do.
Yeah,
That'll do.
and
Big.
I'm doing Cillian Murphy. You know what
Okay.
makes me sad about Cillian Murphy though
What's that?
is that he films like he's tall.
Is he
Yeah,
not?
he does.
He's like 5'10".
Oh, okay.
Ma'am.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's a decent,
decent.
size.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see. What's Paul Mescal's sign? He's February 2nd. That's Aquarius. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's
I
see.
saw somewhere online that like Capricorn and Aquarius are supposed to be like a really good match, and I was like, I don't see it
I don't see it either.
No.
Yeah.
Aries and Aquarius are a good match. They feed off each other because of that air and fire.
I like Aquariuses in general, but okay. Pierce Brosnan is a Taurus.
Okay. That's weird. Okay.
That's weird.
Cool.
And then Cillian Murphy is a Gemini.
Oh,
Okay.
that's my moon. That might
Okay.
work.
That's my moon? No, rising. And Taurus moon. Yeah, that's right.
And I'm a Taurus rising, and I'm an Aquarius Venus.
So literally, all three of these
Taurus
guys
Venus, I
could
think,
be
some bullshit like that. Sorry.
contenders. Yeah.
Okay, oh gosh, this is hard actually.
Yeah.
This is hard. I think I'm going to marry Pierce Brosnan. I just feel like I want that princess life. And I think Pierce Brosnan's going to give it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he loves hard.
Yeah.
He's loyal.
He's
Still
been married
hot.
only to two people, and one of them has passed away. Like, he's very loyal. He's been with the
Yeah.
same woman for years and years.
Forever. Yeah. So, and like you said, he's still hot, still fine. Would still,
Yeah.
6'1".
would still.
Can still get it.
Huh?
For sure.
6'1".
Can
He's 6'1".
Pierce Brosnan?
Get
Oh,
to it.
okay. Amazing. Yes. Love it. This is hard. Oh, this is hard. Because I would love to be in the middle of that Irish sandwich with a Cillian Murphy on one side and a Paul
Yeah.
Mescal on the other side. Oh, boy. Oh, different kinds of hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally different. Yeah.
Um,
One's giving emo hot.
One's giving a little bit of darkness. Like Cillian Murphy, I'm just like, there's mystery there that I kind of want to tap into. But I do have fun with Aquariuses. It is my Venus sign. Okay, but I've really liked Cillian Murphy for a long time, so I'm gonna do that. No, I'm switching it. I'm gonna fuck Paul Mescal, and here's why. It's because I would more readily friend Cillian Murphy. That's
Okay.
why. I'm gonna fuck Paul Mescal because he's so hot, and I do think it would be a good time. And then I'm going to friend Cillian Murphy because he gives me bitchy friend vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I fucking love that.
Yeah.
dude, his look of disdain gets me so hot because I'm just like, yes, I
Exactly that.
understand that. Just, I just
He's
want
the friend who you're going to be able to communicate so much in a look.
Just visually.
You know what I mean? Like somebody walks in that you both kind of don't like and you just look at each other and you know. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to friend Cillian Murphy.
Can you imagine my face with a Cillian Murphy face? Like we would give everything would be given away immediately. We would look at each other and be like, the whole room
That
starts to set
fun
on fire
side-eye.
because oh girl, start a tornado with our side eye sweep.
that line, can I just be a bitch for a second?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, he gives
every time.
bitchy energy and I am here for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's such a turn on for me. I don't know what that says about my psychology that disdain is something that's a turn on, but it does it for me. I'm going to have to marry him. I'm sorry. Like I'm such a hater, and having like a hater partner just think it would be great.
Eric's a little like that.
He is.
And I love
We
it.
are.
Yeah.
We are.
I kind of love
We're
it.
haters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
nobody wants the person who you're like Chris sometimes where I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, but
You're
you
like,
know.
no.
You
No,
know
no.
what?
Let me be pissed.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Nobody asked for you to be the voice
Nobody
of
invited
reason.
the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Let me be a bitch. And I think Cillian Murphy, I think it would almost like amplify my bitchiness, and I'm here for it. I don't think I'm bitchy enough sometimes, so I think I could be bitchier. I could reach my bitch potential with Cillian Murphy. And I would be very happy. And then fuck wise, Paul Mescal looks very eager to please.
He's kind of got puppy dog eyes. He's got those like thick lashes, you know, like dark, where he almost looks like he's wearing eyeliner. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Also, I didn't see Gladiator 2, but I saw him in Gladiator 2. And I was like, that fine. That man is fine.
Yeah. I think he would be fun. He'd be eager to please. He's got the stamina, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to friend Pierce Brosnan. I would love to be, you know, go to a dinner party with him.
I was
there
going to
with
say the
me.
exact same thing. He's going to
have the
host a
best
dinner party where he serves you the best wine and he knows everything
absolutely.
about it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I'm going to marry Pierce Brosnan because
I knew you were going to do that.
even though he's a
you
Taurus,
want that
I just, I feel
beautiful
the vibes.
lifestyle.
I just feel the vibes. Yes, we're going to have a lovely
He's going to
life.
have a wine cellar.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like a beautiful...
And it'll be depleted in a month when I drink all the red out of it. And then, and then I'm going to fuck Cillian Murphy because I love that. There's something dangerous there that
He's also got like skinny guy strength energy. You know?
I hope he's got skinny guy other stuff too.
Amen. Amen. Breach.
Yeah.
And then, and the reason really that Paul is getting put into the friend zone is there's something childish about him in looks.
He's the youngest one. He's
And
younger than all three of us.
And
so,
that turns me off. I'll be honest. There's
I get it.
something I don't.
I'm gonna.
He would
I'm gonna-
always
of
need,
the books,
he'd always need
I'm
to
not
keep a
reading
beard.
Age gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
He would always need to keep a beard. I do feel like, and he does, like he always has a beard or like some 5 o'clock shadow, which I think really helps. I do think if he was like clean shaven, I'm with you. I'm like, he would be like a little too young looking.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm peeping him in like 20 years. I bet you anything.
sure.
He's gonna
Oh
be.
shit. He's going to be a Pierce Brosnan in 20 years. He's going to, I think he's going to age in a hot way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with stories?
Sounds good.
Yes. And we're back. Okay, Christina.
Okay. I found this story. He says, I was only 15 then, 10th grade, and very awkward around girls. There was this girl I shared 2 classes with. I did not know her, but I found her to be extremely beautiful. I had only talked to her a few times, and it was mostly school related. I summed up the courage after 1 month of being acquaintances with her and asked her out. She said yes, and we went to the movies. I had no dating experience and no advice from anyone. My skinny, tall, awkward self shows up and she is there. I say, hello, and immediately trip on the curb and hit my face into the concrete.
No.
Oh.
I get up and she's standing above me saying, are you all right? Instead of answering like a normal human, I mutter, popcorn. Looking back, that was the least of the awkward stuff that night.
Oh, no.
We make it to the movie and we sit down. I leave to get popcorn and I come back to find her ex sitting beside her talking to her. I was mad. I said, hey, buddy, that's my seat. So if you'll excuse me.
He told him,
The guy gets up and goes back to his seat at the back of the theater where he immediately starts sucking face with some other chick.
Oh, God.
Halfway through the movie, I still haven't made a move. Again, no dating experience. So I end up doing something that still haunts me to this day.
oh no, oh no, oh no.
I take her hand
No, 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 no.
and hold it and look into her eyes. Not that bad, right? Well, let me tell you, I didn't look back at the movie and let go of her hand or slowly put my hand on the armrest. No, I firmly hold her hand the rest of the movie.
No.
God,
By
high
the-
school.
By the end, our palms are sweaty and I could tell she's uncomfortable. I didn't apologize, but instead awkwardly let go of her hand and walked away like nothing happened. She drove me home the next day, sent me 2 single words in a text, not interested.
Oh, ow, brutal.
To this day, I still hold the deepest regrets for my actions and still feel the awkward energy etched into my very being from that horrible day.
Oh, my
Moral of the
God.
story is get dating advice from people around you and never randomly ask a girl out. Get to know her more as a friend, then make the move. I just
Yikes.
think about like watching a movie and grabbing the hand and just staring into your eyes.
Dude. Like,
No.
look, I feel so bad for him though, because nobody knows what they're doing
No.
in high school. Like, nobody knows. You're just trying to figure it out, you know? And like, I think we've all been in that situation, maybe not with hand holding, but with whatever, where it's like, now it's too awkward to
Yes.
let go. Like, you've let it go just like a little too long, and
yeah.
now you can't figure out how to like
get out of it.
gracefully let go of her hand. You know, like you're just stuck.
Getting progressively more and more sweaty and clammy.
Oh, Lord.
God. Can I have my hand back, please? Thanks.
Trying to watch Sinners.
Popcorn. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh.
Also, just like your ex-boyfriend is making out with Cynthia in the
you.
back. Like, oh my God.
Oh.
No.
So much.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in for one night.
Yeah.
Okay, so my story. So I've been seeing this guy today. Was the 3rd time. He's so lovely, like no one else I've ever met. We had a goodbye kiss in the porch, on the porch, and as soon as I walked out the front door, I was suddenly very sick. So I get in my car, quickly drove around the corner, no time for seatbelt, as my plan was to get sick around the corner as he usually watches me go. Which is cute. Like, oh, he's watching you leave, whatever. But she's trying desperately not to be sick in front of him. So
keep
she's
it
like,
together, keep it
bye. Bye. Anyway, the sick wanted to be out. I opened my car door as I was pulling up, but a car still moving. I'm half stuck in my car, half outside. I don't have time to hit the brakes or think. It was while I was being sick that I gracefully hit into a 2014 BMW.
Oh no.
No.
You're just like not able to hit the brake, but not hitting the gas either. You're trying to pull over,
Just coasting
puking
gently.
coasting. Anyway, cleaned up some sick with the napkins, went back to the guy I'm seeing store and asked for a notepad and a toilet roll. Anyway, cars aren't too bad. Mine just needed some scratch paint. However, the grill is missing bits and took a bit more than mine. Anyway, this guy already cost me a few $100, I hope. And I'm seeing him again tomorrow.
Wow.
You know, yeah, I saw, this is just reminding me of a TikTok that I saw. I haven't been on TikTok very much. And so I was like, really, this is what you're going to give me, algorithm? I don't know if there's something that's, you know, those cut waters, those like,
Yes.
is there something going on with those? Because I keep seeing,
they're
like,
apparently like so strong. Like if
I've
you-
had them before. Okay.
yeah. But if you're
So there
drinking like
was-
multiple, they are supposedly really strong.
Okay, because there was like somebody who had posted their friend, which I'm like, get new friends because I would never forgive this person. They were posting their friend. They were like, this is after a Cutwater night. And the person was doing the same thing, like car door open, puking out the side of the car door, but he's throwing up and then just occasionally farting.
Oh,
Oh no.
And I'm just like, that's not your friend.
That's not right. That's not right.
I don't know if I'd ever speak to you guys again if you put that on the internet.
oh no, that would be an immediate like
Horrifying.
no.
Oh, we're gonna still
Horrifying.
talk about it though. A lot. Remember that name?
That's okay. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
I did it to myself. It's
Yeah.
the price I pay.
Listen.
Okay, this story is something. Okay. I met a guy on Hinge. He was attractive, and I liked that he didn't seem to take himself too seriously. We exchanged a few messages before agreeing to a date. The day of the date came, and about an hour before, he messages me and asks if his roommate, Frank, can tag along. Now, I did not love the idea of another man on our first date with us, but my date, let's call him Brian because that was his name,
Love it.
explained that Frank is going through a hard time and he feels bad leaving him alone. Thinking this is kind of sweet and also maybe having someone else out with us might take some of the pressure off, I agree. When Brian arrives to pick me up at my house, yes, I know, I'm still getting ready, so I ask him to come inside while I wrap up. He looks hesitantly back at his car before saying something like, okay, but can we make it quick? I don't want to leave Frank alone for too long. I thought this was very weird, but shrugged it off, put the finishing touches on my look, and went out to the car with Brian. I was walking ahead of him, and as I got close enough to the passenger side door, I heard Brian say something about Frank being in the front seat. Weird, I didn't see anyone in the front seat. I barely had time to register before I was to the car and looking down through the window. Reader, I almost had a heart attack.
Oh no.
There, looking up at me, tongue slithering, was an enormous monitor lizard.
No.
Oh no,
No.
Frank.
Frank, I know I said you could come, but
Brian laughed a little awkwardly and said something that I don't remember because I was deaf with shock at this point. Dazed, I just opened the back seat and got in. Frank, a girl I came to find out, short for Francesca, kept turning around to look at me suspiciously on the drive to the restaurant.
why is he okay with her sitting in the back seat? It's so fucking weird, dude. You know what? Never mind.
Oh, weird. You're not going to like warn somebody.
Never mind.
When we arrived,
Oh my god.
when we arrived at the place, a middle-class fancy establishment with a patio, Brian put a harness and leash on Frank and walked right up to the front desk.
Yeah.
Requesting,
Sir, this is at Chili's. You can't bring your lizard in to a fucking Chili's.
Also, monitor lizards are so big.
They're so
big.
fucking
enormous.
big.
That's a small dinosaur.
Yes,
you know what
it
I mean?
is.
Like a monitor lizard is a small dinosaur.
And it doesn't want to be in a Chili's. It doesn't want a triple dipper.
doesn't.
Like, it
No.
does not want a harness, a leash, to be in the car, to be on a date.
No.
It doesn't. It wants to be on the hot rock at home, maybe eating whatever
You know,
the fuck it
Yeah,
eats.
a bug or
I
whatever.
did see a video. It was very cute of a monitor lizard that these people had as a pet who was like an old one. So it was big and it would and they moved so slowly and it would put itself to bed. And so it just they took a video of it just it slept in bed with them first of all.
No,
No, I don't want that. I don't
no,
want that.
no.
But it was very cute because it just got it. It had stairs and got itself into. It was night. It's 7 p.m. or fucking whatever. Good night.
Who is sleeping with a fucking dinosaur? That is so weird.
I don't know. I could get there. I feel like I could get there.
You're like, it's a slippery slope. Talk
It
to me in a
is.
few months.
Look, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Frank, putting a leash on Frank and walked right up to the front desk requesting a seat on the patio. The poor teenage hostess looked flabbergasted and left to get her manager.
Yeah.
What a fun day at work as a teenager
Yeah.
at your first job,
Yes.
and left to get our manager, who quickly told us that we could not dine at their restaurant with a lizard the size of a small toddler in tow.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I think, people talk about, having mandatory service, like in the armed force. I think everybody should be mandatory, customer service.
Agree.
I think the world would be a much better place. Like if you had to spend a year of your life dealing with the public, honestly.
Agree completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian actually argued with the guy for a while before conceding and agreeing to leave. This whole time, I'm hanging back, head bowed in shame and embarrassment. When we get back to the car, I'm allowed to sit up front this time.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, wow. Okay.
Brian is fuming about not being allowed to sit on the patio. Frank is a well-behaved girl, and he's seen dogs there many times.
Okay.
Which, you know what? If your lizard's just gonna sit there, I probably would just sit there. Like it's hot out. It'd probably just like warm its belly on the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get his point. Okay. We try to decide what to do now. We're both starving and eventually go by the grocery store that shares a parking lot with the restaurant. Brian gets us sandwiches from the deli and a pack of pre-hard-boiled eggs. We sit in the front seat of his car, chatting and eating our sandwiches, with Brian occasionally throwing a hard-boiled egg back to Frank.
Oh my God. Speaking of hard-boiled eggs, I saw a TikTok. Somebody filmed their seat partners. It was a 45-minute flight. They have brought 7 fucking hard-boiled eggs as a snack on a fucking plane. 7 for a 45-minute flight.
No.
Are you a bodybuilder? Why do you need that many eggs?
Also,
First of all,
that is the
In
stinkiest.
45 minutes, like you could literally wait.
You can wait. What is wrong with people? That's why we need the year of customer service. Because I'm like, you gotta know that is so fucking rude to everybody.
If a flight
wild.
attendant, I know they don't have a lot of free time, but if a flight attendant doesn't have a podcast, they gotta.
Yeah.
I need to know what they've seen. They need to have other
I'll tell you
flight
what.
attendants as guests on their podcast.
The
I feel like
tea.
every other day I see some kind of wild news article
The
about
way
people on
act
flights.
on planes,
Yeah.
it's bonkers. Truly bonkers.
Well, there's a show, I forget on what streaming platform, called Airline Wars, where it just shows people acting out in the airport, on the airplane, like
Insane.
and there's many seasons of it. Many seasons. I put it on sometimes before bed. And it's fucking hysterical. It's so funny.
Lulls you to sleep. Just
Yes.
people screaming in the airport.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's throwing hard-boiled eggs back to Frank, which is so fucking funny to me. Because monitor lizards, I always think about, and I think this is the same type of lizard, but I could be wrong. I always think about, did you ever see The Rescuers Down Under?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's that lizard that
Yes.
just eats the eggs
Yes.
and just swallows them whole. So that's what I'm picturing. Just Frank just swallowing hard-boiled eggs.
I mean, I'm assuming, assuming pre-shelled and
pre-shelled, I would assume. Despite how strange the date was, the conversation was actually free-flowing and very nice, and Frank began to grow on me. This would be me. I'd be like, I actually love that lizard now, I think. At the end of the night, I gave him a kiss and told him I'd be open to another date. He seemed into it, but the next day, he had unmatched me on the app. Yes, I was ghosted by Lizard Boy.
Oh no.
My ego
Done.
would take a hit.
Yeah.
It would take a hit.
Yeah.
I still think about Frank and hope she's doing okay.
You're like, I'm going to give this guy a chance.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm
and
going to
then-
give him a chance. And he's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Not feeling it.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
my God.
Yeah, that's humbling.
Wow. That is humbling. Yeah.
humbling.
No.
It's the
Oh
word.
my God. Oh my God.
He said, bitch, be humble.
He's like, actually, I had a conversation with Frank. She
She wasn't,
She
yeah,
was
not
kinda
into
pissed off
it.
that you just decided you were getting in the front seat.
Exactly.
How dare you? First of all.
How fucking weird. would it be to get, first of all, you can't sit in the front seat with your date. That's so weird.
To
First
be in
dates
the
are
back
already
seat,
weird
right
enough.
when you pick me up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
driving me around like a chauffeur.
Yeah.
No.
What is this?
Also,
Uber?
yeah, it'd be so uncomfortable trying to go into a restaurant with that. You know what I
I'd
mean?
wait in the car.
So
I'd be like, when
embarrassing.
you get this seat, I'll come join you. But
I don't think they're gonna let you in.
yeah,
Not even on
you
the
come-
patio.
You give me a wave, and then I'll know it's good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be right here. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Well, you guys want to take 5 and we'll come back with the Tainted Love?
Sounds good.
Yes.
And we're back. Christina.
All
Tell us your
right.
Tainted Love.
I will kick this off. This is kind of a story that goes on for 20 years, over 20
boy.
years.
Oh, wow.
It is full of tons of twists and turns, featuring the most diabolical, narcissistic piece of shit. So
great.
Great.
get ready for this. Okay. So, beautiful woman named Julie. She's the only daughter out of 6 kids. She is beloved. She's got all brothers. They just adore her. She found love early while working at a local Sears. She caught the eye of Mark Jensen, a coworker, and the two dated through their college years before tying the knot in the spring of 1984. Now, the couple settled into the upscale neighborhood of Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, in a home just a block away from Lake Michigan. While Mark works as a successful stockbroker, Julie was maybe doing part-time jobs here and there because, like, once they got together, Mark made it pretty clear that, like, he would work and provide, and Julie's domain would be the house. So Julie didn't even finish her degree while Mark did. And
So that wasn't her choice.
not
entirely.
really, not
Got it.
entirely.
Okay. All
But
right.
I think she was initially kind of fine with it, but didn't expect the degree to which she really would be in charge of every single thing at the house. Like, Mark would not be participating in any chores, any child rearing, any, like, he was the moneymaker. Her job was the house, which
That is such a shitty deal. Like
It is a
it's
shitty
not-
deal.
It's not a good deal. Like, I don't know why we've undervalued quote unquote women's labor for so long that men genuinely are like, well, I'm out working my tail off every day and you just get to stay home. Like, they genuinely think this, I think, some men. And it's like, okay, you get to work 8 hours a day and then come
Right.
home and be fully fucking taken care of,
Yeah.
waited on hand and
Yeah.
foot. Whereas, like, I work 24 hours a day.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I would never. It's a raw deal. It's a
I
bad
would
deal.
Never.
Never, ever. And the people that have done that deserve way more respect than they get because, yeah, it is. Like you said, Keegan, it's 24 hours a day. So she does get pregnant in 1990 with their first son, David. And that's when, you know, she starts to realize, oh, like, this is all on me. Mark is constantly away at work. She's got a newborn, is the sole person taking care of the newborn and the house, is fucking lonely, is sad, is contemplating, and ends up filing for divorce.
It
During
came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
don't know
exactly.
why.
I don't know why.
And
So, like, at this time, you know, Mark is traveling and that kind of thing a lot. And so Julie, who had been working like part-time, invites a coworker over on a Friday night when Mark is out of town. And that night turns into the whole weekend. He ends up staying there.
Eee.
So
Okay.
she ends up feeling guilty and tells Mark about the affair. And they decide they're going to work on it, like, because he basically tells her,
she's
That-
already filed for divorce, right?
Right.
yeah. But
Okay.
he tells her, like, hey, if you divorce me, like, you will never see your kid again.
Like
Oh,
you don't
cool.
currently?
Yeah. So you definitely want to work on a marriage with that guy. Yeah.
Correct. And so
Yeah.
she ends up like withdrawing the divorce petition and ends up like, I'm gonna work on this marriage because she loves her kid. She's like, I don't want to fight with Mark and maybe not be able to see my kid, so I'm going to stay in this marriage. And she ends up getting pregnant with her second son. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, these pornographic images start appearing all over their property, like taped to the door, under her car windshield wiper, like close-up pictures
Of her?
what she assumes is her. The police look at it and it's like, well, it's not you, but it's still like
Okay, how do
very
you know?
graphic images of people appearing all over Julie's property. So she goes to police and they're like, okay, like document it where it's happening. So she does religiously for the next 6 years.
Holy shit.
Constant, yes, pictures of porn. And like nobody does anything to figure out who it is. And in fact, I'm sitting there watching this thing and I'm like, why doesn't she not think that it's her fucking husband
Right. If you
torturing
think
her
they're-
for having the affair?
Right. And especially if you think they're pictures of you.
Right.
Who
So
else
I guess
is getting them?
Somebody does ask her about it and she's like, I don't want to think it's him. So she ends
Girl,
up convincing
I need you
herself.
I need you to live in reality for
Yeah.
a second. Like, no.
Instead of Delululand.
6
Yeah.
years?
6
Babe.
years. 6 years of nonstop, basically psychological torture.
Yeah.
And
God, what a fucking, I know that we're not supposed to armchair diagnose, but like, what a fucking psychopath to do
Honestly.
something like that.
yeah, like just get divorced then. You know what I mean? Like if
But it's about
if he's
control.
of course, it's about
That's-
control.
yeah.
Of course, yeah.
It's about having basically a live-in maid that takes care of his kids for him while he can go and be a stockbroker and
And
be
do whatever
out
the
in
fuck
world
else
and-
he's doing, because
Correct.
he's doing whatever he wants.
Yes, he is. And so now it's 1998. Okay, so they've been married for 14 years at this point. And Julie is not feeling well one morning. It's just really just feeling run down, feeling sick. The next day, it's even worse. Her breathing is labored. She really can't like move out of bed, that kind of thing. The next day, even worse. Like kids are crying, daddy, like mommy's really sick. And daddy is like, well, if she's still feeling bad when you guys come home from school, we'll take her to the hospital.
I know this story.
Yeah, she does not make it. So they call the police. The police get
Useless fucking police.
there. Yeah,
Like,
this
we've
is
done nothing so far.
a very healthy, like 40-year-old woman who's 115 pounds, who's dead in bed. No obvious signs of what happened to her. So police are like, okay, like they go around, they're videotaping everything, and they're like, okay, we're going to have to take the computer. We'll do an autopsy. Like, we'll try to find out what happened. Initial autopsy doesn't find anything. They're like, we have no idea what's
Okay.
going on. But then the police knock from the neighbors. The neighbors come to the police and they're like, yeah, so like a week ago, we were talking with our neighbor that just died. She handed us this envelope to give to you if something happened to her. And so inside the envelope was a letter, the address to the Pleasant Prairie Police Department. I took this picture and I'm writing this on Saturday, November 21st, 1998 at 7 a.m. The list was in my husband's business daily planner, not meant for me to see. I don't know what it means, but if anything happens to me, he would be my first suspect.
Damn.
Our relationship has deteriorated to polite superficial. I know he's never forgiven me for the brief affair I had with that creep 7 years ago. Mark lives for work and the kids. He's an avid surfer of the internet. Anyway, I do not smoke or drink. My mother was an alcoholic, so I limit my drinking to 1 or 2 a week. Mark wants me to drink more with him in the evenings. I don't. I would never take my life because of my kids. They are everything to me. I regularly take Tylenol and multivitamins. Occasionally, I take over-the-counter stuff for colds, Zantac or Imodium. Have 1 prescription for migraine tablets, which he uses more than I.
Honey, if you have to do all of this,
get the fuck out.
You should leave. Yeah.
I pray I'm wrong and nothing happens, but I am suspicious of Mark's suspicious behaviors and fear for my early demise. However, I will not leave my life's greatest love, accomplishment, and wish, my 3 Ds, Daddy, David, and Doug, her kids. So police are like, yo, okay, like we got to take a look at things. Meanwhile, this is dragging and dragging along. They finally get forensics back on the computer. They find a shit ton of searches from really discreet websites like howtokillyourwife.com, which
So discreet. Wow. That's weird.
it's like
It was 1998. Yeah.
I
They,
guess.
like,
Jesus.
they're like, this domain hasn't been taken yet.
yeah.
Just
Eric
snag
and
it.
Eric was like, I kind of want to see if that website still exists, but
Girl,
I also
but
don't know.
No, you can't. Not even incognito mood.
I had it in private. I don't know why you could see it. But also a whole bunch of sites about antifreeze, like what ethylene glycol will do to you, like how it kills you, like blah, 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 blah. Now, I didn't know this because I was like, who the fuck would kill themselves using antifreeze? It's a fucking awful way
really
to die.
painful?
Yeah.
It's really painful, but apparently it is a common
Yeah.
way to commit suicide, which I'm like, that's bonkers to me. Like, I avoid pain,
Yeah.
and that sounds very, very painful and awful.
It's
but
not from, yeah. No, it's not pleasant.
so they find a whole bunch like of things linked to that. Will this look like a suicide? Will this, all that stuff. So finally, the police are like, okay, like we don't think it's suicide. We're going to charge Mark with the murder, And not only that, like several people have started to come forward now, including those neighbors with the letter who were like, by the way, this chick just moved in to the house. It's not even been 2 weeks.
What
this chick
is
has moved
wrong
into
with
the
people?
house.
Like, not that I want to give criminals tips.
No.
But it's just like, be cool.
Get real.
What are you doing?
She has moved in and is sleeping in the bed
No.
where the wife died. They're still
Nope.
sleeping
No.
in that bed, raising her children.
No.
So they're like, who the fuck is this? They figure it out from further looking on the computer, but emails between Mark and a woman named Kelly Labonte. Kelly Labonte was a co-worker. He tried to say, oh, we're just friends. Meanwhile, she's moved in 2 weeks later, is
Okay,
helping
yeah.
raising the kids and sleeping in the bed. So it's like, okay,
Sure.
sure.
Well, he needs help with the kids because
Yeah.
he's never done a day of actually parenting them in his fucking life.
True.
So.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to do laundry. So, like somebody's got to clean his shirts. So, yeah, they're finally going to charge him. Defense, of course, his defense is saying she committed suicide. She had just gone to the doctor like a couple days prior and had received antidepressants because she was miserable in their marriage. So she committed suicide
Okay.
and furthermore wanted to make it look like he wanted to get Mark in trouble, was basically so angry at him for their failing marriage that to get back at him, she commits suicide but makes it look suspicious so that it ruins Mark's life. That's the defense.
I also have to say, just really quickly, because I feel like this comes up a lot in these stories where they're like, she had just gotten put on antidepressants. Yeah. So you know that means that she, you know, obviously this was a suicide. Where as somebody who's on antidepressants,
same.
I have to say, like, if you are at that stage where you are ready to be, at least for me, like when I was at that stage where I'm like, I need to be put on medication. Like this is interfering with my life in such a major way that I need to be put on medication for this. You are desperately trying to find a solution to be able to live your life.
That's right.
That is why you are going on antidepressants. If you wanted, if you were so like, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying like, that is somebody who's looking for a solution to not be depressed anymore. That's why you go on antidepressants. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not something that's just like, you know, you go on it and then you're just, that means that you wanted to kill yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And also, like, for you to slander this woman, to put her out to be so fucking petty like that, it's like such a ridiculous excuse or whatever. But yeah, it basically takes from 1998 when she is murdered all the way to 2008 when the trial happens. And it's because of that letter. Because we have the Sixth Amendment, which basically says you have the right to confront your accuser in court. And he can't confront her because he killed her. So it has to go, like, is that letter admissible in the trial?
Jesus.
And there are lots of people who are like, Julie deserves to have her voice heard. But also, it's like, it is the Sixth Amendment. So, like, it takes, and he's out. Meanwhile, he marries Kelly. They have another baby. Like, they're living their best life. They end up, like, the police end up gathering even more evidence. Another coworker comes forward in, like, 2007, which I'm like, why did you wait like, so 10 long? Years? Basically saying, hey, I was new at this firm. I go out to drinks with my boss, essentially, and he tells me he's been thinking of poisoning his wife and, like, goes into all this stuff about antifreeze and stuff. So they have that. They have the computer searches. They have his affair. They have, they finally, when they did another autopsy, you know, specifically to look for antifreeze, they found the antifreeze in her body and actually also proved that it wasn't just a one-time, like, big amount of antifreeze, that this was something that was happening in little bits over time.
God, what a piece of shit.
So... yeah, they had plenty of evidence and they could have gone forward, but to get over that hump of reasonable doubt that she didn't commit suicide, they really wanted to have this letter in. So in 2008, they finally did get permission that the letter was admissible and go to trial. He's found guilty, sentenced to life in prison without parole. Zip, zap, zop. Except he keeps fighting it. It goes all the way to the top.
Oh, no.
His conviction is overturned.
You got me fucked up.
It's vacated.
No.
So they fight it.
These narcissistic pieces of shit. Like, seriously.
Wow.
Meanwhile, like, he's telling his, like, jail cellie, like, basically she wasn't dying fast enough and he was worried. So
this man can't shut the fuck up. Wow. Like, literally, stop talking.
He had to sit on her to finish the job.
Oh my God. The mother of your children.
Yeah. That slowly, like, took like 2.5 days of suffering to finally pair, and then it was suffocated.
Wow.
So finally, in 2023, he is retried for the murder of Julie Jensen. And this time they cannot use the letter. So they have to, rely on testimony. They have to rely on the computer, like all of that stuff. And the defense is still the same. He's saying she committed suicide. You cannot prove.
Can they not
beyond a
prove like the
reasonable
chest? Is there not any bruising?
No. So
Also, slowly for days, I could see killing yourself with antifreeze. Like if you're like, I'm just going to
Just chug.
Chug.
Done.
It's going to be painful, but it's going to be over quickly. But you are slowly dosing yourself for days.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make any sense, right?
No.
So meanwhile, since then, Kelly Labonte has divorced Mark Jensen,
and you know that man has talk to her.
Yeah, kept raising his kids. So like his kids, it's so sad. One of the things that really breaks my heart, because David was about 8 when this happened and Doug was 3. They call her bio mom.
Aww.
And they call Kelly mom.
Aww.
And it just makes me so sad. And it seems like they believe their father's story, and that just bums me out because she
well, you
obviously
would though. It's like it's a protection mechanism. You know what I mean? Like what happens to your world if you have to come to terms with the fact that like the people who raised you, who are your parents, were complicit or actively committed this act against your mom. Like and they've been telling you this thing. Like I get it. It makes me sad too. Just like she stayed for them. I
definitely don't blame, but I definitely get it. But it does bum me out. It's sad, and it's sad for Julie's family as well. That like they don't really get
to have a relationship.
Yeah. So finally, even without the letter, in 2023, he was convicted a second time and sentenced to life without parole. He did ask for parole. He could have gotten parole after 20 years. The judge said, nope, no parole, life in prison. And as far as I know, I think he's still planning on appealing and continuing to appeal. I don't know what for, but like when you look at his face, he's so
smug,
just pompous and smug, very smug, a very smug individual, but he is still in prison. Like I just hate the fact that he was free for the 10 years after her death, that they finally, when they finally arrested him, they initially let him out on like $500,000 bail, which he put up. But once more evidence started to come in, the judge finally was like, nope, 1.8 million bail, and he couldn't make it. So he has been in prison since like 2007. But yeah, it drove me nuts, like watching that and watching her, because I'm like, like I don't know if it was the 80s and maybe it was just like a different time, but like she was obviously like so unhappy in her marriage, and I was just like, man, just leave.
Yeah.
Just leave.
She never got to experience that joy outside of.
No. So.
Trapped with him.
Listen, I know I can't imagine like having children and being in a bad marriage and the excruciating choice that has to be. But if you're to the point where you're writing a letter and pretty sure that your husband is going to kill you, it just breaks my heart that she didn't feel that she could leave.
Yeah. I mean, this actually brings me into like what I've been doing lately, like not what I've been watching, but I started, and it took me a long time to want to read this book. I think that I thought that I talked to you two about it. I was like, it's kind of like girl bossy-ish. Like that's the vibe I got from the cover, I think. And so I was just like, I don't know if I really want to read this, but it's
told about
Untamed.
Text,
Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And it really blew up. I think it came out in 2020. So a lot of people were talking about it and reading it at that time. And it's not a perfect book, but it is a book that I've been thinking a lot about and has been, I think, very inspiring to me. And she talks a lot about, because she left her marriage and ended up married to Abby Womack, who is a soccer player here in Los Angeles, or was here in Los Angeles. And she talks about like whether or not she wanted to leave her husband because he'd been unfaithful to her, and she'd always just kind of pushed through. And she'd also made this career around like we came out on the other side of it, and and she talks so much about how women are, I would suggest that women, especially women going through transitions, I think it's a good book to read. She talks so much about how women, especially mothers, like the best thing you can be, the thing that we're the most conditioned to be is selfless. Like put everybody else ahead of you, put your children ahead of you, put your family ahead of you. Everybody else's feelings come first, and you are always on the back burner. So you're never actually living authentically or fully. You don't get to have a fully expressed and authentic life because you always have to put everybody else first. And so she talks about when she finally decided to leave her marriage, that she'd done it for her kids as much as for herself, because she's like, I don't want my children to, I want them to have a, right. I want them to have a good example of like what it is to actually like live a life, live a real true life for yourself.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I am only about halfway through the book. I actually have been listening to it, but I got it at the library on like physical because I want to kind of like read along with it, because there are some really good like quotable moments in it, or things that I want to kind of like jot down and keep note of to remind myself of. So if you're kind of in that place where you're looking for, especially for women, where you're looking for something kind of like inspirational and really, for me, it's so impactful because I am one of those people who I've always looked for outside validation for like, I need everyone else to be happy. I need, my life to appear a certain way. I need people to be proud of me. I need other people's advice. What would you do in this situation? I need, and this book is so good about looking inward and making decisions based on what you really think and feel, because absolutely nobody else on this planet has ever experienced your life. They do not know. You cannot ask them for answers to a test that they've never taken. You have to do it, for yourself. And for me, that has been like so inspirational, and something I am taking with me through this eclipse season. So
you know what? Just listening to you, I just had this crazy idea. If you guys are Patreon members, would you be interested in like a monthly book club?
Oh, I would do that. I would do that. Yeah.
Mine this month was going to be a book, or mine this week is going to be a book too. So funny.
Dude, I think we should organize that. I think we should have like, here's our favorite books right now. And like this month we're reading this, and then we could just like,
take turns picking the books.
Yeah, and just and can just like post on Patreon, just like, and have like a thread where people are like reading it and conversing about a book, and then the next month is a different book. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah. Let us know.
We're all readers.
Let's see. Let's see if we can get that Audible link back.
Exactly.
For everyone who's busy and can't.
Yeah.
True story.
So I'm actually reading a book as well. I'd actually just went through a few books. I just read one that was interesting, kind of a mystery. The Day We Lost Him.
You told me about that one.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't like, oh my God, the best book I've ever read. But I just started, I was actually on TikTok and somebody was talking about classics, and they're like, which classic should I read? And it was, of course, like, all the traditional ones. And so I did suggest to that reader, because they had a bunch of white people on there. I was like, what you should read is their eyes were watching God, because that book is fucking life transforming. But then I saw like a lot of people were talking in the comments about like East of Eden, like how good that book was. But I was like, I'm not really country farm California isn't really where my head is, and I was just flipping through like old books, and I decided that I was going to read The Counts of Monte Cristo.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize what a behemoth book this was.
She thick. Yeah. That book is
she big.
However, good as shit. I can't put it down. I cannot put it down. It is so fucking well written. And I guess too, it like a lot of the Dickens books were serial. So you have kind of like mini stories. So like every chapter has like a kind of a little wrap up, like keeps you moving to the next thing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. I'm thinking about rereading Wuthering Heights.
Girl, I was like, we didn't even talk about Wuthering Heights. Wow.
Yeah, I heard someone's take on it is the reason why the title is in quotes.
Yeah.
Their theory is that Margot Robbie is actually not playing Catherine, but is reading the book in a later time and imagining herself back in 1700s.
That would make sense to me.
You notice the costume changes. Like some are in like the Victorian era, and then the others are in the 1700s, the Regency era. So
I'm interested in that because I remember hearing about the casting and being like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then I definitely want to see it, like all the hype around it, and it looks beautiful and everything. But as somebody who Wuthering Heights is one of my favorite classic novels, I was like, I see where the book girlies are getting kind of like their panties in a twist about this. But if that's the case, that makes it even better to me. Like I'm more interested.
Yeah.
I hope that is what it is. Because it's that would make more sense to me than when I was watching the trailer and trying to like line it. I was like, it's just
it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right. But
Yeah.
I might reread it in time.
But we've got a Wuthering Heights themed movie with BDSM and a whole soundtrack by Charlie XCX.
Girl. I mean, am I gonna watch it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. It's happening. So, but what am I watching this week? I think the nuttiest thing I watched was Unknown Number. High School Catfish on
Jesus
Netflix.
fucking Christ.
About this.
That's been on my list. I'm scared.
Don't get on TikTok because it is dead ass given away. So if you don't want it given away,
well, I think I know the quote unquote twist already. Yeah.
Right. It's still, and I kind of knew, but then as you're going along, you're like, wait, am I thinking of a different story?
Right.
Like, is this something different? It was wild. People were not mad enough. It made me very angry to watch, and that's the craziest thing that I've seen.
Spoiler alert. So Keegan, earmuffs if you don't want to hear this, and spoiler alert for any of the listeners who don't want to know. But it's giving Munchausen by proxy. That's 100%.
It's
with
giving
her to do that.
Why was she not charged as a pedophile?
Thank you. Fucking
sorry.
Creepy. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I took my AirPods out.
You're back. Yeah.
Well, hey, if you guys have something that we should read, if you want to be part of our Patreon book club that will actually make me read the books that I have stacked up and want to read, I might actually get Untamed. That sounds really good. If you just want to say hello, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworststatepodcast.com, and we love you so much.
Cheers.